Hello Ds, and welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Anna. Are you all ready for the latest Benidorm news update? Then let's begin. Tourism update, a small update with the useful information, upcoming events in Benidorm town and surrounding region. First of all, there's two interesting events that are happening right now or that are about to happen in the beginning of March that are a must see, that are actually gathering people from all over different international countries, not only residents of Spain. We have right now a small event that is called Jornadas de Cuchara in Benidorm town. It's something like the tapas contest or a cocktail contest here in Benidorm during Benidorm Fest celebration, the pre-selection for the Eurovision. And in this case, it's not a contest itself, but it is a participation of 16 different types of restaurants that are actually showing their best dishes, traditional Spanish meals elaborated in a slightly more modern style that are very typical in our country. And these are all plates that you eat with a spoon, which is why it's called Jornadas de Cuchara, because cuchara in Spanish, a spoon. In this case, these meals are in some popular locations such as La Taberna Andaluza, which we'll love, absolutely. We're fans of it. It's right in front of the Madeira Centro Hotel in Benidorm town. And La Cava Aragonesa, which is typical touristic place number one that a lot of people visit. Don't get me wrong, it's good, but it's also very expensive for what it actually is. It's just a piece of history of Benidorm town. That is why a lot of people are heading there, because it's an authentic must-visit spot of a kind in Benidorm. Then we will have major celebrations, which are Las Fallas. This is something typical, traditional of the Valencian community as it is, but it's celebrated in a couple of other places in Spain, mostly here in our region. And in Alicante, it's going to be epic. In Alicante, there's going to be fallas, which are giant statues, sculptures. You can see them on the screen, made from different original materials that are burning efficiently materials. And these are being exhibited. They show sarcasm. They show latest issues and problems for the last year, 2024, and beginning 2025. Just a way of laughing on the problems and burn them to the ground to have a fresh start this year, 2025. That's what we always do. And Spain has quite a few of these celebrations when you burn something or you bury something in order to have a fresh start and good luck for this year. And these statues are burned to the ground on the last day. In Alicante, it's massive. The streets are being cut for traffic. The public transport is awful these days. That's true. And a lot of people do all the streets walking because it's impossible the other way. There's mascletas, which are giant firecrackers, to different types of celebrations, loud music, orchestras, etc. In Benidorm, it's more or less the same thing. There's going to be a fair, there's going to be a market probably. There's going to be all these big and small statues. And it's just nice to enjoy and see what they came up with this year as it is. And on the last day, they will be burned up to the ground and there might be fireworks. So extra time, extra things to do and things to see and visit during your holidays in March. Fallas, by the way, will be from 15th to 19th of March. What is the profile? Have you ever thought of that? What is the profile of people, tourists who visit Benidorm town? We actually have the answer to it because the statistics has just been published. And as a lot of us could have predicted, the official profile of international tourists in Alicante region is person that's seeking sunshine and the beach, British as well. Obviously, not the only ones. Not only British come to this area, it's the vast majority, that's true, but also very close to them, there are people from France and from Nordic countries. Also, Netherlands, for example, people from Belgium, Luxembourg, a lot of other countries that we might not have mentioned, but these people are still coming here. These are just the vast majority. Nordic countries, French, and obviously British people. People are spending on average around 10 days on their holidays in our region, and around 129 euros 50 cents per day on their holidays. Let us know if that is more or less accurate with what you are spending when you come here on holidays and what you spend the vast majority of the amount for. Is it souvenirs? Is it attractions, excursions? Is it just regular go for a dinner, food, snacks? What do you spend the vast majority of the pocket money that you bring with you on here on holidays? Let us know here in the comments down below. Let's continue with the second news, shall we? And it is about a possible brand new campsite in Benidorm town. Campings are very, very popular in our region. There's a lot of people that are coming with caravans or that just want slightly alternative type of tourism and do not want to spend that big of amount of money on hotels. They are seeking something closer to nature or like a cabin style, glamping style of holidays. And actually, this has its attractive point, which is why a lot of people are using these types of services. We've shown you here on the channel two campsites already, and we'll be showing much more very, very soon. So make sure you subscribe so that you wouldn't miss anything. But we'll start showing you more hotels and campsites here on our channel, Benidorm by Anna. Back again, the season is starting, and we start to give you useful information and sneak peek on different places. Plus, this is going to be a brand new campsite that did not exist before. The owners, the company that will own this campsite, are the same owners that of the Camping Raco and the loveliest hotel Deloitte that is situated in Rincon Deloitte, right in front of the campsite Raco as it is. This campsite, there's the map so that you could see more or less where it's going to be located. Basically, it is right in Benidorm, slightly outside of it, next to the national road where the Benisol camping is located, more or less. And this is more or less how the plan was being done. But basically, it's going to be a 4-star camping with around 60,000 square meters of surface. They will spend a whopping sum of money of 3.6 million euros to actually create the camping. That's the initial plan, but it might be slightly more, it might be slightly less. And this campsite obviously will have all the basic services. Right now, it's on the part on the level of planning, getting all the necessary permits, seeing what is possible, what is not. But the overall idea is to create a campsite with around 295 parcels, plus the area for the tents to be put. So there's going to be a cheap tent type of option. In case you're coming with just your vehicle, you have a tent in the back of your car and you want to put it somewhere, that's going to be possible too. I wish that they could do like an artificial grass type of plot because it's way better than just the ground, and it's smoother, it's nicer, and it gives you the actual feel of being in the nature. Let us know what you think. But I think it would be quite popular having plots with like artificial grass on it. I didn't see any here in the area. Might be a good idea. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. But this is actually, I would love to have a plot like this if I'm bringing my own tent. Plus, on these parcels, on average, there's going to be a capacity of around 995 people if you count around 3 per parcel. There's going to be a 24 hours reception. There's going to be a restaurant. There's going to be a bar slash cafeteria. Obviously, swimming pools, one outdoor and one indoors, which will mean it's going to be probably a heated swimming pool that you could use all year long on this campsite. There's going to be children's playgrounds. There's going to be gardens. There's going to be a supermarket on the inside that would allow you to purchase everything that you need without the necessity of actually going outside of the campsite. And it's better for business, obviously, too. And for those who do not want to go outside or do not have a way of going outside, like a vehicle, bicycle, etc., you can comfortably buy like extra things that you need in the supermarket inside. So far, we know that it's going to be offering dinner, lunch, and obviously breakfast options. But as for now, it's only a plan. If it will be possible, maybe it will be opening in 2026 or 2027. But it's going to be another campsite to sum to all the existing ones, which as far as we see are pretty full, especially right now in winter season. Some of them actually close in summer and work the whole entire winter season, which is when a lot of people are coming here with their caravans to enjoy everything that this area has to offer. And the last news I wanted to share with you all is about Benidorm converting itself into an authentic lab. It's like a bunny inside of the lab that is being put on different tests to see what works and what doesn't. You know that Benidorm loves to innovate. You know that hotels love to innovate. There's a lot of systems that are being tried constantly in Benidorm town. It's like a pioneer in a lot of things. And now this is going to be another one. Hear us out and then let us know here in the comments. Do you think if this, what they are doing right now, is good, or if on contrary, that's going to make things even worse and it's going to be an easier way to steal the data of all the people in Europe? We'll read your comments after you hear this news. Basically, Benidorm is being like a lab test, like a rabbit, in a test of the new system that wants to be implemented in Europe, in European Union as it is, which is like a digital wallet, it's called. What is this digital wallet? Basically, it's like an online cloud type of wallet, like a file where you keep all your personal data. What is this data, you will ask us? Well, it might be your passport, it might be your health insurance card, it might be your bank cards, it might be plane tickets, bus tickets, whatever it is, excursion tickets, hotel reservation, payment methods, everything you could think of that you could use during your traveling around European countries, that might be inside of this wallet. It's supposed to be like a QR code that you show. Imagine this. You have this wallet with all your information inside. So basically what you do is whenever you head to the hotel, I'm not sure how they will test it, though probably it's not on people just yet, not on guests, we mean. But what they do instead is create like a fake profile, and they test it in different hotels to see how it's being implemented and see if it would actually work. So basically, you would come to the hotel in theory, you would show your phone with your QR code of the wallet, they would scan it, maybe with the phone, maybe with like some kind of machine for it. They will scan it, and automatically all the information of yours will appear inside of the hotel system. They will not need to ask you for a passport. They will not need to ask you for payment details. They will not need to ask you for your hotel's reservation and booking number, payment method, phone number, email, address, nothing. Everything will be automatically put inside of the hotel system. So the only thing they will just need to do is to check if all the information is valid, confirm if that's a payment method, that's it. And they will give you the key for your room. That's how it's supposed to be done in theory. Why this is also being done, I think, it's because with the new law that actually forces accommodation options in the European Union to ask for a sensitive data that you've already provided or that you do not want to provide, and typically do not have to, like a relationship between the people who are traveling in the same group, you know, or like a different types of payment methods, etc., your email, phone number. Even though a lot of this data is not as sensitive, but there's other that actually is. And people are afraid that it might get stolen and that it's way easier to access to their data, which technically is true with the digitalized world that we are in. This new law actually will make it way worse in summer. So far, we've seen it in winter, and yes, it adds some extra time on wait on the reception, but imagine it in summer when there's queues and queues waiting to check in into the hotels, or like big groups of people. Then it might be not such a good idea, which is why there is this alternative that is being tested in European Union. The company that is testing it right now is half private, half public, but it is expected to be public by once it is actually launched. It's supposed to be done and ready by 2026, but personally, I do feel like it is the more or less provision what they would like to do, but when it's going to be implemented, it's an absolute enigma. We might not know because ETIAS also, the traveling, like this type of visa of ETIAS, it's supposed to be implemented a couple of years ago. It didn't happen. It was supposed to be last year, this year, and still we have kind of no correct idea when it's going to be. Probably by the end of this year, maybe summer. Who knows? They will let us know. So with this, since it's such a huge system for the whole European Union, we will see, or Europe in general, we will see how long will it take, because this system also should be sending automatically the data to the police department, national police. It will be sending data to all the necessary organisms that do statistics, for example, here in Spain or in other countries, that need to check criminal records and if this person is searched for something, So all this has to be coordinated and it takes a lot of time. So I personally feel like it might be a good idea, just we need to check the safety of this wallet. If they can guarantee the safety, which pretty much cannot be technically guaranteed, but if they can, then that might be better because it avoids queues in the hotels, it avoids showing your documents each time, and slowly but surely we move to this digital era where we need less and less papers each time we travel somewhere. So maybe that's better, and it's better for the hotels too. But on the other hand, it's easier to steal your information. Let us know what you think. And now let's talk about the weather. What is going on right now here in the country? Because the weather is definitely really, really strange. Not gonna lie, yesterday and the day before it was cloudy. The day before it was raining, which is when we posted the video. It was raining for a few hours in Benidorm town, and all the surrounding area was covered. There was a lot of humidity, and it was just unpleasant to stay outside. Right now, it is sunny, but there are a couple of like thin clouds that do not allow the sunshine to come through fully, but there is sunshine in the sky. Hopefully, this is what the weather would be like, at least today and tomorrow. Tomorrow it's going to be sunny too, but then towards the end of the week, it might be raining once again. Even so, tomorrow we will reach peak temperatures of more than 20 degrees. It's supposed to be between 21 and 25, like the case of Alicante City. Incredible weather will be back again. And starting from tomorrow and the day after, we will have around 17 to 20 degrees. Not bad, taking into consideration that a lot of people are coming from countries where there's still snow on the streets or where it's cloudy and cold and really not a summer like weather. Here at least it is. We have flowers, we have beautiful plants, trees, lemon trees as this one right here, orange trees, the blossoming almond trees, which is incredible view to see, by the way. On the interior parts of the mountains, there's a lot of villages that have these almond trees, and the view is absolutely stunning. If you're here right now, check if next to you have places where you are able to see it, because that's just one of a kind experience. So the weather is not going to be bad, but it's going to be very, very changing throughout these days. What we are going to say is that the rain is really much needed, because if summer will be really, really hot, all this rain is kind of stabilizing right now. The weather is for the soil, for the trees, for the plants. So it is safer for us too, and it is better to prevent fires afterwards. So all this little rain that we're getting is always really much appreciated. And people did ask in the comments, it feels like you like the rain, and we definitely do. Not to stay soaking wet on the rain, obviously, but we love seeing it, we love hearing it, we love just looking at it, because it's not something common in this area at all. It's like having a week of sunshine in UK, for example, or like 2 weeks in the row of complete sunshine in UK. That's what it is for us. We don't have any snow. Please let us have some rain. Thank you for accompanying us in today's video. We wish you a lovely, lovely day, great beginning of a new work week. Mondays aren't easy, we know that, but hopefully you'll have a lovely, lovely week and enjoy your holidays if you are on ones. We'll see you in a new video here on the channel. Bye, Dees.